Hello and welcome to Maturing Beautifully with Miss Catherine. This week we are going to talk about facial perspiration. This is something that I've struggled with for the last sort of 8 years, and it could be due to a number of reasons, whether it be menopause, hot flushes, which I'll tell you, we all know about hot flushes, and emotions or even anxiety. I know sort of 8 years ago when I was travelling for work and I was up in Queensland, it was very hot, and as we know, it's very humid there, even though today here it's 35 degrees in Melbourne, which is, thank goodness, about time. And I'm going out this afternoon for drinks, and I know for sure I am going to be very hot, and I don't want to have, facial perspiration. And this product I discovered from a chemist up in Queensland because they said that obviously a lot of women up there suffer from this. And it's a product called Neat 3B, which I'm going to demonstrate today for you and put it on with a little bit of a guide on how to use it. It's a gel-based formula. It's made in New Zealand. And it's basically just something that you put straight onto fresh skin. I've just come straight out of the shower. I have applied my eye makeup already and a little bit of lipstick. But I'm going to put this on day wear. That's also a sheer matte foundation that has 50 plus in it, which is really good for daytime. And that's all I'm going to wear, and just a little bit of bronzer. I already have some fake tan on underneath, which gives me a little bit of colour. So this is something that I can rave about. It is a game changer for me when it comes to work, going out, social events, anything that you can think of where you're going to have these situations where maybe you will have these, maybe moments of sweating. I did have a friend that actually was putting deodorant around this area here because of this reason, so definitely this is something you can use instead. And another thing with the deodorant that actually your antiperspirant that you do put under your arms, they suggest that you actually do put on that at night actually, because you actually do have that time for it to work through the nighttime period rather than when you get up in the morning, put it on, quickly put your clothes on. They say you should try that too. So maybe give that a go as well, because I've been trying that lately to see if that makes a difference, especially in the warmer days. So let's put this on step by step and I'll show you how to use it. Now, as you can see, that's sort of like the amount of cream that you need. Not a lot, but as you can see, it's a clear consistency. I just put a bit on my finger, put a bit on my cheek, on each cheek, under my chin, underneath here, of course, which the sweaty area is here, on your nose, and also on my forehead area. Just rub it in. As I said, it doesn't take much to rub in, just sort of nice and gently. I do tend to let it sit for about, say, 2 to 4 minutes or even 5 minutes just to sort of penetrate and to dry, or even just get yourself. Once again, I love my little fan that I put on every day when I'm getting ready just to get things setting. Most things you do should all let them sit for a bit of time to actually wear into your skin a bit longer. And what's really important with this one too is not around your eye area. Just keep it away from all your eye area, and even around the back of your neck here, because this is another area where, of course, if you've got your hair down or it's hot in general, you tend to always sweat on the back of your neck. So pop a bit on the back of your neck here, which is really helpful as well. Because do you know you've got 2 to 4 million sweat glands, which I was like, oh my gosh, that was almost like a menopausal moment, hot flush there in itself. And of course, the majority of them are on your feet, on your palms, your cheeks, your forehead, and of course your underarms. And I feel like I've got probably 2 million just on my face. So I was like, there you go, there's something to learn for the day. I was like, oh, as I said, rub it in, get a nice sort of rub in, and then just let it sit for about 5 minutes to soak in. You can sort of extend it down. I sort of put it around the jawline a little bit here. And that's all you need to do actually. So that's about it. And then let it sit. And then we're going to put some of this Cancer Council foundation or like a BB cream on after this, and that's it. That's all. So the last step is the Cancer Council foundation, which is a BB cream actually, but it's a medium tint, and I really like this because it's UVA, UVB, and 50 plus. Because I'm going out in the sun, I might be sort of exposed a bit today, so I try and do as much as I can at the moment if I'm not wearing big hats and big glasses and things like that. So once again, that's sort of like the consistency. I sort of dab it on everywhere. And the good thing about this, both of these actually, or the Cancer Council one, you can get this from Chemist Warehouse. It's not very expensive. It's around about the $17 sort of dollar mark, and I only use this sort of during the day if I'm outside in the sun, of course. And the N8 cream, this is also online. I'll put a link down below of the website where you can purchase it from. And also you can just go to your normal chemist, everyday chemist, and they can order it in for you as well if it's not on their shelves. I don't think this one's at Chemist Warehouse because I couldn't find it. So you can get your normal chemist to actually purchase it for you as well. And they do have other products in their ranges if you're after deodorants and things like that. But I really, really like this. It keeps your makeup matte, which I know at the moment it's all very much about dewy, but there's nothing worse than if by the end of the day your makeup is shining way too much. Whereas this just gives it a nice matte consistency, and you don't need much else than that. And because you still can put makeup on under it, it's just a really clear gel. There is also another brand that I'll also link here called No More Sweat. And that's another brand that also, they do a roll-on version, something similar to this. What I'm going to do now is just put a bit of powder on. And the roll-on version, which I've just shown you some photos down the bottom here, the roll-on version you can put on the night before, and that's meant to last up to 2 to 4 days. So I'm dying to try that if I go away for a weekend, you know, socializing, or if it's a work function or something like that, or if you're going somewhere and you're worried about, you know, that you're going to sweat too much. So as I said, I think that would be a really good one to try, even in conjunction with this other one. Well, I'm ready to go. Face is on, all nice and matte, and all I need is some sunglasses to get out there and have some fun in the sun. And just to remind you, this N8 Face Saver Cream, it is only around about $13 to $17. So it's not very expensive at all for, I guess, you know, feeling a lot more confident when it comes to going out, having fun, and not worried about, you know, as I said, any sort of areas that will have any perspiration to make your confidence level go down. So please give it a go and let me know. Give me some feedback. I'd love to hear. Okay, thank you. Have a lovely day, and I'll hit subscribe. Thank you.